Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a February week 3 check-in and cash stuffing incremental income. So last week after I filmed the budget video, when I put my card into the computer to download the video, it just came up as fatal error. And I don't know what happened to the card. I have since erased the card completely, reformatted the card, and so fingers crossed this video comes out much better. I'm hoping that it is in frame. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added up all my transactions by category and totaled what I need to take out from my envelopes. My transactions for this video for this week starts here and goes down here and onto this page. So I will tell you that I don't know what I am doing right now because I am really on a spending spree, shall we say. Now I know at the beginning of the month I did some big spending, like I bought a new printer, I bought a new Cricut, things that I have had on my list and finally made a decision and do that. So I knew I was going to be spending that money. I also had tires put on my car and an oil change, and I wasn't really ready to put the tires on, but I went ahead and did it because they were fixing a piece that was under a mechanical warranty, and it was just easier for me to go ahead and get the tires on at the same time. Then they could balance them and do an alignment. And it was there for an oil change anyways, as well as a recall part. So a very expensive day. But I knew it was coming. It was just a little bit more before I wanted to do it, but it's done and now I just need to rebuild that sinking fund. So let's go ahead and get started. I've gone ahead and color coded them by my categories. So if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you probably could color code them yourselves. So for groceries, I spent $95, eating out $144, spending $67. Actually, it's a little bit more than that. It's $87. For my mom, $4, miscellaneous $50, and gas $28. Entertainment $45, medicine $43, date night $61, planning $12, and Starbucks $20 for a total of $569. Now, in just kind of doing a spot check, I do think that in my planning, that is a envelope that I will be funding for my incremental income, but I'm going to owe it $12. I'm going to owe my back to bank $12 until I put that money in because that envelope is empty. So let's go. We got one more week on this budget. I already told my daughter that I'm going to be making a list for her to go to the store and that her and her husband will be buying groceries this week because with 4 adults eating in the house, it is just crazy. So groceries, I owe the bank $95. So I'm just going to do 100 and take back a 5. So in groceries, I have 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 85, 185. So I use 95, 280, minus 95, 185. My husband did go to Costco this week for my daughter, but she Venmo'd me the $300 that he put on the card for her, so I've already transferred that, and then I'll just pay that directly back onto my card. So when I first looked at my card balance, I literally freaked out, but then when I went through and started looking at the transactions, I just had to move money onto the card that was already paid back to me. For eating out, it was $144. So a very expensive week for eating out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay. Now this week on Wednesday, my husband's going to leave for like 10 days. So my new budget will start on Saturday. So we're just going to have to kind of eat at home this week, as well as kind of eat what's here. Like, no, we're going out this week. That leaves me with 55 in eating out. So 199 minus 144, 55. And then for spending, this is where it's going to get a little confusing because I need to take out, I took 20 out at the beginning of the week, as I normally do. So it should be 20, 40, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. 20, 40, 60, 70, 2, 3, 4. So I had 9, let's see, 108 minus 20 is 88. Okay, so this number, no, I'm going to leave that. $67.84. So I had 108 minus 20 minus 74. Oh, so at the end of my last video, I did take 14 out because I was over in a category. Must have done that afterwards. Okay, so this week I spent 67 out of spending. I am continuing to buy craft supplies. So 108 minus 20 minus 14 minus 67. I should have $7 left. 20, 40, 60. I'll put 70 and give back 3. So I started working on the March budget. It's not pretty right now. I am not working a lot for various reasons in the month of March. I've only committed to 2 dates so far. One day I have my granddaughter's 2nd birthday. Another day we have a meeting with our financial planner for my parents' estate. So it just seemed that commitments were happening on Fridays and Saturday when I normally work, so I haven't really talked to my boss yet to see if there was other dates I could work. So right now I've only committed to 2 dates. So the incremental income for February has really helped. I have one more check that will fall into March because it will be, yeah, I'll get up this Friday, which is I think the 28th. So I'll probably use that for March because I'll help buffer the fact that I'm really not working very much. So for spending, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I do not even have $1 in my wallet right now. So we are going to be on a no spend for this week. Let's see. For my mom, I used $4. And so we should have 39 left. Yeah, I have to do it this way. So she is really not eating a lot right now. She did eat breakfast and then eat her donut the other day, which was encouraging. But I used to get her 2 and then I would get her friend 2, and her friend is no longer there. And so I just get 1 for her now, and that's about all she'll eat. So that's 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. And I do need to update these. And so gas, I got gas once for $28. So I went to Sam's Club because I either go there or Costco. And when I got to like 7 gallons, which my tank was empty, it just shut off. And then I tried to turn it back on and it shut off again. So I don't know if the tank was empty or there was something going on because I needed a lot more than I did. So, which means I'm going to have to get gas again this week. So 28, I'll put in 30 and take back 2 ones. So I started with 242. 242 minus 28 is 214. Well, let me get this organized here. So 51, 150, 170, 190, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214. Okay, that's right. Household, I did not spend anything. Entertainment, I spent this whole 45, so I have 0 left. $20, $41, $2, $3, $4, $5. Now part of this one, because it wasn't enough, came out of some came out of miscellaneous and some came out of spending. So miscellaneous, I took the whole 50. So what happened? This was a crazy week. It was just a very, very stressful week. So on Tuesday, I was at my daughter's house with my granddaughter, and she found out that her dog, who is a 4-year-old golden retriever, has cancer, and the prognosis is really, really bad. And she was, obviously very, very upset, and then being pregnant on top of it, and then, trying to get a hold of her husband and talking to the vet and then calling back the vet and everything. So I said, let me go get dinner and just, relax a little bit. So I took Sutton, ordered dinner for them, and then went and picked it up and came home. And then her husband came home from work and we had dinner. I gave Sutton her bath and put her down and then left. So money, it was a lot more expensive than I thought, because I ordered them pizza and like fried zucchinis, everything that sounded really good to her, to get her to eat. And at the end of the day, it was money I had not budgeted for, obviously. So I took it out of entertainment, and then I also took some money out of miscellaneous to cover that as well. So that is where that is at. And then personal care, I did not spend, but I did use 43 out of medicine. So I'll put in 45 and take back 2 ones. So when I do a budget, I try to stay on it, but there are times when it involves my family that I will figure out where to take the money from. Whether that's from the cushion of my account or my savings account or someplace, I'm never going to say I can't help or I can't do that for you based on my budget. But I will figure out where to get that money. I just, I can get very creative with it if I need to. So I try not to have unbudgeted, but, life happens and you got to do what you need to do. So for medicine, I started with 167, so 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 124. I use 39. 160. 167 minus. No, it wasn't 39, was it? It was 43. Minus 43. 167 minus 43. 124. 110, 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait. Okay, so that is everything out of this binder. And then out of date night, and again, not sure that the money is there, is 61. Oh yeah, I have 74. 20, 40, 50, 61. Okay, so 61. This week has really been about just getting through the week, between 2 very long days at work and a lot going on personally. It's just really been a long week. Okay, I'm gonna pull this back. So out of date night was 61. So I had, what did I say? I had 74. 74 minus 61, 13. 13 whole dollars left. And then planning is 12, and this is where, okay, so that is empty. So when I do the cash stuffing, I'm gonna have to take 12 out and put it in my back to bank. And then Starbucks, I did reload my card and I put 20 on my card, and 5, 10, 15, 20 goes back to bank. And I knew I was gonna I knew I had to reload my card, and I knew I had $20, and why I didn't grab it out of here, I do not know, because that would have made life a little bit easier. Okay, so now the good part, which is cash stuffing, and I did take a little bit of time and kind of go through where I wanted this money to go, where it needed to go. Now, there was one other check that was kind of a smaller check. It was just for like a day. I left that in my account because I'm trying to rebuild up my cushion because I've used a little bit of it. So I will cash stuff my next paycheck, and then the one after that, maybe 2 days will be for the month, and I probably just leave that in my account as a cushion. So let's start with St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to do these in the order that they're, that will be happening. So in my anniversary, I did take the 50 from Valentine's Day that I never ended up using because both my husband and I worked on Valentine's Day. I took that, put it with my anniversary. Today, my husband and I celebrated our anniversary, so this is now empty. So for St. Patrick's Day, I currently have 20. Okay, I'll put this to the side. I'm gonna bring the money over. Just in case I make a mistake, you guys can tell me where it was. So St. Patrick's Day has 20. It's getting another 20, so it now has 40. Easter is getting 20. 24, 5. So it now has 65. Liam is getting 10. Okay, we'll have to switch out this envelope because it makes me sad every time I think about it. So now Liam has 20, 40, 60, 75, 80. And then that one. And then Beauty is getting 20. I am going to Salon Centric this week. So I'm going to kind of stock up on shampoo and things like that. So 20, 40, 60, 85. I don't think I'll spend this much, but I just wanted to have a little bit of a cushion in there. And then for Costco, which is really my glasses, I usually get my eyes checked and new glasses in April. I'm a little bit behind here. So I currently have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 155. So I'm about halfway to where I need to be. And then planning. So planning is getting 40, but I owe 12, so getting 28. 40 minus 12 is 28. So, I took it out of there, didn't I? Shoot. Okay. Well, this adds up to 240, so it'll be okay. So let's do 40 this way. And then one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 40. Okay, so I need to put 12 back in my back to bank because that's what I owe it. So 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. Okay, then vacation is getting 40. So it's my long-term vacation savings. So now I have 120, 45, 46, 146. And then the rest is going to go in here. So for giveaways, it's 10. So now I have 10, 25. Equipment is getting 40. That's 20, 40, 65. Content is getting 10. Currently have 15. Budgeting supplies is getting 10. 10, 25. And programs is getting 10. I'll just do it. I've already commingled it, so we'll figure it out at the end. So 10, 25, 35. And that is how fast $270 goes. I did pay our property tax. I just mailed that check. So that was a big chunk that came out of my annual bills. And then, so I've exhausted my car maintenance, has $16 in it. My long-term savings for annual bills still has almost $4,000, but that's for my insurance. That's due end of July, and then I'll rebuild for property tax for the next one, which will be in October, I believe it is. Okay, so let me just add this up to make sure this adds up. So St. Patrick's got 20, Easter got 20, Liam got 10, Beauty got 20, Glasses 40, Vacation 40, Planning 40, Giveaway 10, Equipment 40, Content 10, Budget Supplies 10, and Programs 10. Okay, 270. So that is everything for this video. So next week, or the end of this week, with today's Sunday, I will go ahead and do my budget close. As I'm setting up my March budget, which looks like it's going to be a 4-week budget. I thought it was going to be a 5-week budget, so that's how I originally set it up. But then when I really sat and looked at the calendar, I think I can get through with it being a 4-week budget, because we'll get paid again before the end of March, because of the way the first of the month of April lays. So I think we're going to be okay. We're not going to have a lot of wiggle room this month, or in the month of March, because I am not working, and my sister's here, and I always spend more money when she's here too. So all good. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing really well, and take care, and I'll see you in my next video.